Okay, today is Saturday and it is Martin Luther King weekend and we are headed to the farm. I have got McKenzie and Parker with me and we are going to make a road stop at Harris Teeter and swing by and grab me some e-cig coils, and then we're headed on up. So we're going to make a few stops and then we'll be up there at the farm for the weekend and show you some videos, okay? Peace. Harris Teeter, here we come. Buggy. Okay, what do we get here? What do I cook this weekend? Alright, I'm making chili, so I need chili seasoning packs like I did last time. We're going to throw down. Got to get some cereal for the boys, just don't know what to get. Oh my god. Okay, so we've been to Harris Teeter. We've been to the gas station. I got me some new coils for my e-cig. Just turned on Tibwin and headed to the farm. So groceries are in the back. I got the two boys. Looks like the sun might come out and make it for a beautiful day. Dad's already up here at the farm putting out his grass seed. I'm sure he's hungry. I know I'm hungry. My stomach is growling already. But anyhow, we'll see you at the farm. Damn road to rattle your damn teeth out.
Look, the water's almost gone. I think you need that little spoon right there.
Granddaddy's up here. So this is watch that.
I'm doing.
Planting his grass seed.
Pull up.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Good.
How you doing?
I'm doing better.
Still like a park around it?
I don't know. I hope when Parker grows up and gets a little feel for this place, hopefully we'll keep it in the family, you know, and he can
Hey,
enjoy
this
it.
place nice. This place is nicer than my shop. But my shop's not my fault, it's my parents. They're like throwing stuff in there.
I'll feed all the deer right here. Tonight, this place will be loaded with deer.
Really?
Sitting right here, eating. We'll sit right on the porch and watch them.
Look at the mole.
Mole?
You ever fish in that pond?
Yeah.
There's fish in there?
Yeah.
Big old fish?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, great. He got the dang cabin doors open. Airing it out. Probably freezing in there. I got that thing so well insulated.
Oh. I don't know. Oh, who got it?
Yeah.
Oh, what one was that?
Okay, so Dad's out putting out grass seed and planting rye on the road out here back and forth. I just finished unpacking everything. So we got groceries up here for the week, and I'm going to make another, not as good as that last video's chili, but I'm going to make a crock pot with some good old chili in it for dinner for tomorrow. So as long as it doesn't rain too bad tonight and tomorrow, I think it's going to be a pretty good weekend. And it's supposed to be 70 degrees today, by the way. So, you know, this is the weekend, again, Martin Luther King weekend, so I have a 4-day weekend. Tonight rain comes through, 70 degrees today. Rain comes through tomorrow, the temperature starts to drop. Tomorrow night is in the 20s, and the high Monday is in the 40s. Big cold front coming through. So we'll see if we can tolerate it. If we can't, we'll just pack up and go home. So I'm going to go in here in the cabin and get everything ready and see what we can get done today. I'm sure we're going to be cutting stumps and a couple other projects I know we had going. Hopefully the boys will enjoy their weekend though. Got plenty of Christmas trees to burn, and there's plenty to do up here if you put your mind to it. Anyhow, we'll see you. Alright, projects have started. Got all the trees chopped up. Now we're cutting up that big one. Alright, so we got all the stumps chopped out. All cleaned out. Except for that one stump right there. Get that thing all knocked up.
You got any named Lop?
No, they're at the house. Parker took them home. Parker had a job to do. And never did it. No loppers. So I think we're wrapping up the stump removal. I got some tea going right here. Damn fire went out, so that sucks. Let's get it going again. There we go. Going. It's hot out here. Tonight, down in the 40s, highs tomorrow in the 50s, and windy. So I don't know how this weekend's going to wind up, but it's going to be good. Maybe, maybe not. Damn, fire went out.
Good.
Yeah, had a pot of tea going and the flame went out on it. I turned it down too low. What y'all dreaming? About dog hunting?
Yeah, I don't agree with it. How much is the box these days?
That? Yeah.
Is McKenzie, huh?
No. I don't think so. You don't hunt, do you?
My dad's never done it with me.
Yeah, man. So we got the fountain going. Parker got it unclogged so we can clean out the well and have decent showers tomorrow. Working good now. Yes, sir. I'm going to put the corn out tonight. See what kind of critters we can draw. And hopefully we can bring you a good time tonight. We'll see. Parker, on the other hand, man, he's all up into everything. Which I don't blame him. I'd be doing the same thing if I was his age. Remember them days?
Oh, yeah.
Look it up.
This is what I always did. Have this up there.
Okay, lunch. We had lunch. Turkey sandwiches and Lay's potato chips. I sealed up the cabin because I already found 2 lizards in it, which I don't like. I got the sink over there all cleaned off because it was kind of moldy. I got plenty of Christmas trees over here that Parker's going to be burning tonight, I'm sure. And I got a little bit of corn left to get out for the deer. Dad just went out to put more ryegrass out on the road, which is going to be awesome. He's just going to thicken it up a little bit. We got all the stumps cut out where we're going to put the shed for the tractor. And I think that's it. So Parker got the fountain working. I think I already told you all this crap. So anyhow, I don't want to rush my weekend, but I can't wait till tonight, see what kind of deer we get out here once things settle down, quiet down. It's supposed to get windy and supposed to get cold, which is fine as long as that cabin's warm and I can sleep good, which I plan on sleeping like a rock tonight because I didn't sleep worth crap last night. Before we go to bed, I got to make sure everything's weatherproof and put up because it's going to rain tonight and it's going to be good. Listening to that rain, oh my God, it's going to be a good thing. So I just talked to Marty. Marty is working. She has a client right now. And to bring you up to date on it, Marty has now booked her flight and her hotel for the week ending of the 8th of February to do her medical exams and her interview, which we talked about last video, but it's definitely happening now because her ticket is purchased. I turned around and purchased her ticket to here from Brazil to Orlando yesterday for the 21st of February. So my wife, meu beautiful esposa, aqui February 21st. Eu te amo, minha vida. Eu te amo. E tá muito, muito animado. Eu te amo, baby. Oh my God. So anyhow, I'm up here. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful country. And we'll see what else tonight brings. Or this afternoon. I made some tea for the boys because I don't want them sucking down all that damn soda. So I made 2 things of sweet tea. Sweet tea and sweet tea. I'm going to let them throw down with that. And like I said, I got to make sure everything's buttoned up for the rain tonight, which everything here is water out in the weather anyway, but I don't want to leave out any tools or anything. So let's walk out to the road and watch Dad put out some seed. I'll tell you, that grass does look good out there, so I'll give him that. Whew. Actually, let's check and see how much corn we have, because if we don't have any corn, I don't want to even bother. I think I got 2 nights worth of corn. Definitely have to pull that out. Get everything set up and ready. I tell you, this is like summer weather today. It's 70 degrees. When the sun's out, it's actually hot. Looking pretty good. I guess I'm following Pops now while he plants grass. I don't know where Parker and them are. Being slick somewhere is what they're doing. They're supposed to go down to the crossroads and back. Yeah. So he's planted this whole side over here. Hmm. 66,690 miles on the truck. Not bad. So this is the 50-pound bag of rye that he got. $50. Can't beat it. Dad and I, well, let me put it this way. I've been sitting outside. The gate is back over here. Out here on Palmer's Bridge Road. Dad's parked right in front of me. And he was putting out grass seed, and I have been sitting here for over an hour and a half while he sits and talks to somebody that pulled up that he just met. Small world. I keep hearing about this stuff, so it's good that they've reunited, but he's been talking all this time. I don't know who this person is, but I'm about to find out because he's just now cranked up and is leaving. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure who that was.
Dennis. Busted Dennis.
Busted Dennis.
Yeah, he's from St. Stephen's, Monks County area. He was the magistrate up there in St. Stephen's, he said. So he's just out riding around.
Yeah, he's a little, well, he's not too far from home.
No, not really. So, well, so he, lucked up to ride down the damn woods out here in the no man's land and run into somebody to talk to. Eh?
Yeah. So the gentleman's name was Buster Dennis. magistrate from St. Stephen's, knows everybody. Knows my grandfather, my dad's brothers, and just managed to run into one another and started talking. So kind of cute. That man likes planting his grass seed. Looks good though. So it's stuff like this that we do on the weekends. That's my truck down there. Parker just left with Aiden and McKenzie. Dad's planting this side of the road here with the ryegrass. Oh, yeah, it's gonna look good. This is the other property gate going into the other side. It goes way back up in there. All this is ours on both sides. But we got to get some new postage signs. That one right there is about to fall off the tree. This one over here, this sign is completely gone. Anyhow, I'm going to go back and get the corn ready. Guess I'm going to be eating dinner by myself tonight. Yeah, there's a deer track right there. Look at that. Them deer are laying right out there. They'll be out there this afternoon. Well, it's getting breezy, like they said, and the temperature is dropping. So it's going to get cold tonight. And I'm kind of tickled because I'm going to have a fire going. And I'm going to throw that chicken on the grill and let it cook slow for a couple hours on some indirect heat. And who knows what else kind of trouble I'm going to get in. But obviously I'm going to be by myself because the boys are gone. Look at this road. Doesn't it look good? Dad back there still planting or sowing his winter rye. Look at the sky up here, man. Beautiful. Cold front coming through, clouding up. It's going to rain tonight, which I don't care. It's supposed to be gone in the morning, so it might be some good sleeping, especially if I'm by myself. I just hope it doesn't rain so we can catch the deer tonight. Anyhow, I'm going to walk down to my truck and get on back to camp. All right, and we're back. Well, Dad just left, so he's rolling on out. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Turning out to be a beautiful afternoon. Got the fountain unclogged. It's working good. Filtering that pump, that well out. So I'm gonna take a good clean shower tonight or tomorrow. Anyhow, right here is the new spotlight that we are going to work. And I'm probably going to do a product review on that along with the the weed killer that I bought from Amazon that is absolutely amazing. So I figured it's well deserved when it comes to doing a product review on it. So with that being said, guess what time it is, boys and girls? I'm gonna go ahead and put the little camera right here and go put out some corn. And that's how you do it. Nothing but corn. And of course I got a little trail of it going right on up the road here. Right on up to the cabin. I don't want to put any corn behind the cabin because every time I get up to go do something, I scare the shit out of them and they scare the shit out of me. Excuse my language. Alright, so I'm going to pause this video because I got to get dinner going here soon, which of course you'll see that, but I'm going to do a quick product review on the spotlight that I bought. Okay, wow, man, I got some wild hair going on here. I'm not sure what's up with that, even though I need a haircut, obviously. Okay, so things are quieting down now. Everybody's gone. Parker and McKenzie are, I think they went to do a little bird hunting. And I am up here at the farm by myself. So I've got all the corn out and I went extra heavy this time. Got plenty of corn out. Got the spotlight out. Got the other spotlight ready to go. Of course, the other one, all I have to do is flip the switch and it's ready to roll. Got everything cleaned up, put away so it doesn't get wet tonight when it rains. And I keep hearing something right over in the woods right here. Crashing around. I mean, like right there. So who knows? Might be some piggies. Might be Romeo, which I haven't seen in a couple, 3 weeks now. Or it might be some deer coming through. I got the fountain on, which has been running since we got up here. I think the well is good and cleaned out. Got fresh water. So I think I'm going to cut it off here when it gets dark. I pulled the chicken out of the refrigerator, got it sitting on the counter. Got everything for it, got the grill ready, got the charcoals ready, got the fireplace ready, loaded with wood, and I put a big old piece of fat lighter in it, along with a little piece of starter log. So all I gotta do is throw a match to it and it's going. So my phone, or this camera, is charging, but it almost died. So I gotta keep it plugged in, so I gotta keep it up here on the porch. But we'll see what's going on here in a few minutes, so stand by, okay? Okay, so I decided to go ahead and light the grill. I am going to start my cooking dinner right now, and I am limited to the use of the phone because it's still plugged in because it's charging. But anyhow, I'm gonna fire this grill up and let's get this party started. So that's done. I used the lighter cubes, the Weber lighter cubes from Lowe's. All you do is put one down, light it, put a chimney on it full of coals, and let it rocket on up and hot coals. So I'm going to do some bone-in chicken breast, which I bought from Harris Teeter. I got 4 breasts, 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course my kosher salt. I got 3 pieces of wood to get a good smoky flavor, and I'm going to put it right here in this Weber kettle and smoke it for, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half. I don't have a lot of coals in that chimney, so it should be good. And that's going to be dinner tonight, so I'll definitely bring that to you. Dad had coffee ready when I got here today, so I fixed me a cup of coffee at 11 o'clock this morning. And I also made a big old pot of sweet tea for Parker and McKenzie, which I'm now drinking. But the only thing I had to put it in was this glass jar. So I got this full of sweet tea and this thermos full of sweet tea, and I'm just looking at this because it's got some spider nests. I don't know if you can see them right up in here. This kind of sucks. I need to spray the cabin again. Anyhow, grill's going good, and still dying to know what this was crashing around in the woods right here. But of course I'm up here running around cooking and talking now, so still a little too daylight for the deer to come out. But we'll see. Stand by. Okay, I'm gonna get this chicken going. Alright, so I'm going to take this chicken and coat it in kosher salt right quick. Good heavy kosher salt. You don't eat the skin, but the salt gets into the meat and gives it a really good flavor. That is amazing. I like to do this with a rump roast as well on a rotisserie, but I don't have a rotisserie up here, so haha. I'm gonna get my wood And get it in the smoker and get that thing smoking. And I hear Wes or either Matt coming through on the four-wheeler. There's one chicken breast. Got the salt the other side a little bit. Not much salt, but I told a guy one time about this whole chicken. I take this whole chicken and douse it with kosher salt, where it forms almost like a crust on it, but it's pure salt, kosher salt that is. And when you take it off the grill, you know, peel the salt and skin off. And it is an amazing piece of chicken. I don't know if I'll be able to get all 4 of these pieces on here, but I'm going to try it. Yep, got him. Get a little vent going. The wood's already burning, so when I snuff it, it's going to start smoking. And that's going to be some good food right there. Of course, you just missed it all because the camera's not facing towards you. So we'll see what happens with this chicken now. This is what happens when you're trying to do all this crap by yourself. So the smoker behind me is already smoking. I put 3 big old pieces of wood in it. Kosher salt, love it. Wash my hands, messing up that raw chicken. The sun is getting right for deer, and let's take a look at this chicken. There we go. Good old, big old chicken breast actually. On sale, Harris Teeter. I'm not promoting Harris Teeter, but it's just the closest grocery store to my house. We have a Publix opening soon, April I believe, so it'll be Publix. A little bit of both. Okay, the chicken is going very nicely and the smoker is smoking. This looks good. Let's take a quick little peek. No, you're not supposed. Yeah, look at that chicken. Amazing. Oh yeah, it's gonna be really good. I'm trying something a little different since I have a microwave up here now. I bought the Uncle Ben's microwavable rice in the pouch, different flavors, all kinds. It's smoke on the front porch from the smoker. Sun's still shining through the woods. So we got about another hour and a half of daylight left. And that shall be a wrap for this day. I decided I'm going to come out here and shut this fountain off because I really don't need it on. The pond is full. The well is good. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been running for 6 hours. So my theory behind that is this fountain is running from the well behind me over here, right there. And when you first cut the sinks on or the showers on after it's been sitting for a week or two with the pump not running, the water is got a smell to it. It's got a lot of iron to it. But if I flush the well by filling up the pond, then get some good clean water. Even the smell goes away. But I put a valve out here in this little box that shuts, the pipe runs under the road here and goes over to the fountain. And it'll shut the fountain off. Then it'll get kind of quiet around here. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut this puppy off. And there it is. Nice and quiet. I don't know if you can see all the corn right here. Corn all around here. So hopefully we'll have a bunch of deer coming out here soon. It's kind of getting to be that time. And I'm really dying to see if this motion sensor works the way it's supposed to. God, I love being up here. All the plains. I don't know if you can see it in the video. Contrails going. One back over here. I can't even see myself in the video. But north to south, that's how these planes are flying. You know, 37,000 feet, 40,000. You can barely hear them, but they're up there. So when you look out into the sky at night, especially up here, since you can see every star as long as it's clear, there's not a given moment where you don't see a plane in the sky. And I know that sounds crazy, but a lot of airplane traffic. FlightAware is an awesome website you can check out, and it'll blow your mind if you're not an aviation enthusiast to see how many planes are actually in the sky at one time. The national news is actually using that website, flightaware.com. Awesome website to track flights, all kinds of data per flight if you want to get down to the nitty-gritty. But if you pull that up, you'll see exactly how many planes are in the sky in a given moment. You can zoom out just like a weather map over the United States or a huge portion of the globe, and it will boggle your mind. Anyhow, here we are, chicken's going. I got this rice. I'll probably show you that. Uncle Ben's microwavable rice, since I now have a microwave up here. And we can cook this rice. Open the top, stick it in the microwave, 90 minutes. It's already cooked. And it doesn't look like a lot, but it winds up being a lot of rice. And it is amazing. All kinds of flavors. God, I sound like I'm doing an infomercial for everything now. But it beats that success rice, which was the quickest and easiest thing for me to make up here. So I've got the cabin heater on low because it's really nice outside, but the temperature is going to be dropping tonight. But I have the air conditioner on, not cooling, just the fan, to get some fresh air in here. When the cabin's closed up for as long as it is, it kind of has a little, I don't want to say musky smell, but it just has a smell of being closed up for a long time. But the wood and the paneling and all. And I've got some candles that I made, so they're burning now. It smells nice in here. Well, I turned my back for 1 second after just now cutting off the pump, and guess what's standing out there? My 4 favorite friends have come to see me early. Actually, I think I only see 3. I know it looks like, no, there, you can tell it's 3. And there they are. Yeah, they knew I put that corn out. They heard me rattling that bucket. Actually, let me cut this air conditioner off now. There we go. Alright, let's go watch some deer.
It's slightly yellow from the corner on the inside, has a whip of molasses, it's really terrific. So, we went to get a cooking lesson, we went to a 100-year-old bakery. Its name is Pateria.
And it is the four amigos.
He gets up at 2 in the morning, he starts a live wood fire.
Those are my #1 fans.
When it gets really hot, about 600 degrees, he cleans out the oven, takes out the embers, and that's when they start putting the bread in the oven. Now they have an unusual method. They use wooden bowls, and there are 3 bakers in a row.
And if it was night with that new spotlight, which you can't see because it's right behind this pine tree right here. Right here. God, that was crazy looking. You can see it barely sticking out from around that pine tree. They would be lit up nicely.
It's not the cornbread that I would think of, which is a batter and skill. This is a very different thing to see East people. It is. It's a fantastic, dense, really satisfying.
So I'm going to pause the video and get some pictures for Marty.
And this style.
Okay, so the deer action has begun. If you can see over the top of my head, slightly to the right, or my left, you see all the deer standing down there at the end of the driveway. They don't really care that I'm here. As long as I don't put too much heat on them, they'll stay right there. But there'll be more. There'll be more tonight. They're just as curious as I am, till they've had enough. And away they go. And snorting through the woods they go. Funny thing about it is they'll be back. They always get a little testy. I don't know why I aggravate them so much, but I do. That's actually the closest I've ever been to them in the daytime. At night, they come right up here. I mean, I'll be sitting right on the porch, 30 feet, 40 feet away. And the last time we were up here, I think we shot the video of the doe. Kind of walked right in front of the porch and went and stood at the other end. And you could tell she was a little confused, wasn't really sure what was going on, but then she kind of scurried off. So I'm going to go ahead and button up the shed. And get back on the porch. Ready for some news or something to come on. I've been watching cooking shows on Channel 7. Well, let me shake this bucket and see if they come back out. See if that does it. We'll see. Well, we now have a small herd of deer out here now. For a total of 6 deer that came to see me before dark. And I can never get this thing to focus right because it wants to focus in on the porch posts. But there they are. This is nature's TV, folks. And you never know what you'll see. Never, never, never. We might have some turkeys join us tomorrow morning. Might even have some hogs join us. But the temperature is dropping. The wind has laid down to just a whisper. I hope it stays that way. So here comes a car coming down the main road now. Let's see what these deer do when this car goes by. Well, the car stopped, so it must be at Clark's house, which is our neighbor next door. Hell, at this rate, all the corn will be gone before dark. So, on a brief note, I bought those LED rope lights that stretch across the whole roof of the cabin porch here. And they change colors. And I know I've talked about it in the past, but what I think is funny is when I use the TV remote, which I have right here, it changes the lights. Which is weird, but it's a remote. So here comes the news, and I get to see what the weather's going to be like tonight. I think. Let's put it on good old Channel 5. Nope, basketball. Well, I want to get up and put some ice in my cup and get some more tea. But I know as soon as I get up, that's going to set these guys off. I don't know, they might stay there. Every weekend they just get a little braver and a little braver. I don't really bother them too much, except when I walk out towards them like I did last time. So I'm gonna get me some Coke or ice and some more sweet tea. Okay, as always, it seems brighter in the video than what it is actually here. Of course, I got the lights on inside the cabin, but the deer took off after I got up to fix me another drink and check on the chicken. But I got my lights back to green again. And I lit the fire. Put on my jacket because it's actually getting cool. So I'll stay nice and toasty until I've had enough and I go inside where it is nice and warm. Because I didn't have to heat the cabin up like that one time in the previous video, or maybe before that, because it was so cold in the cabin. We left the doors open, let the cabin acclimate. It got to about 70 degrees inside, so all I had to do was just barely cut the heater on, and it's already warm inside, whereas it's colder out here. I don't know what the temperature is, but I will definitely let you know. So out there where the deer all were, in the cove where it's dark, I see some deer standing out there, patiently waiting or getting up the nerve to come back to the corn, because I can barely make out their silhouettes, I think. So we'll get this action going. I just want them to come out and trigger that motion sensor, because I'm still not 100% about that motion sensor that I bought from Amazon. That damn thing, it's either so touchy where it's got to be aimed at the perfect level, or either it's just not working right. But I want to see it work before I cut that spotlight on manually with that new switch that I bought and hooked it up to it. So the smoke's pouring out of the chimney from the fire, and it's going across the pond over there. All up in there, it's all just smoke laying right there. And I know you can't see them, but there's deer standing in the cove over there. So I'm still waiting to see if some miracle happens, so to speak, where one just walks right by the cabin, where I can get a really good video of it. It seems like every time something like that happens, I can't get a good shot of it, only because I either grab the camera too quick and cut it on wrong, or it's upside down, or whatever, like in the past. But we'll see if any kind of freaky thing happens here tonight, okay? Okay, it's getting dark. This is what it looks like back there. Even though it looks lighter than what it is in the video, it is dark. So I'm going to show you how dark it is when I cut on the spotlight. So I cut on the spotlight in the back of the cabin, and now you can see how dark it is, because now you see the light. And I'm going to throw the switch to the, oh, there's a bat. The one single bat we have out here. I need to build a bat house, because they eat mosquitoes. Good to have around. So here's the field, pre-spotlight, and here's the field with spotlight on. And there's the bat. So I'm going to walk over here and cut on this daylight white spotlight. And this is pre-spotlight, and now with the spotlight. Oh, and look, it's gonna be a full moon. Mil sposa. Lua. Biggie esta noite. Sim? Aqui. Ai. Perfecto, amor. Mari. 31 dias. 31 days. My beautiful wife will be here from Brazil. Here's our cute little cabin. Smoke rolling out the chimney. Lit up nicely. That chicken on that grill is done. Gotta be done. So, as dark as it is, I'm going to walk out here and see if I can trigger this spotlight, because there's no deer, before they come back and I have to scare them off again. So let's see. if it's dark enough where this motion sensor will allow the light to go on. Oh, look at there. It worked. Alright, pause. I don't think she sees me. Maybe she does. I think this is another deer. Alright, so I'm standing out here, and the deer that walked out the woods in the video is standing right here behind me. And this is a doe, so it's not Romeo. I don't know. I can't explain it. I never can in any of these videos. But there she is. So I think I'm just going to mosey on back to the cabin. And she'll probably draw the rest of them out. There's that flute sound again, which I never did understand. It's coming from Clark's house, but I don't know what it is. Hey, girl. Mighty lure. Biggie, biggie, biggie lure. So here we are at night. There's the new spotlight. There's the deer. And I know I'm all lit up because I have the bright white spotlight there and the other 500 watt spotlight there. Oh, and there's another deer that showed up, which I didn't even see in the video. So that's a good thing. I really want to see how close I can get to these two creatures here. Now there's one, the other one that showed up is looking at me like, what in the world's going on here? Hey. Okay, so there's 3 now. I guess they can't really see me that well because of these other spotlights shining in their face. But they're getting used to my voice, which is pretty cool. Okay, that other one just hauled butt because I startled her, but hey girl. back to my cooking in our cute little cabin here with the fire going on the porch. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this light on here so I can see my little kitchen light. And I'm going to go ahead and take the lid off of this thing. Just let it sit for a while. There's a chicken. So I know, listen, I know that chicken always looks burnt. And it's not. It's literally fall off the bone. Now the skin might be crispy, but it's dark because it's been smoking for an hour and a half. So I'm just going to let it cool off, and then I'm going to tear into it, and I'm going to heat me up some Uncle Ben's rice. So stand by. Well, we've had more come out the woods since I just walked back up here. One of them just came from across the road on the other side of the property. And came out of the woods from this side of the pond. And then we've got some coming in from the back side of the property. And they're all just doing their thing. Which I know this video sucks, but it is what it is. Let me zoom out a little bit. There we go. Hey girl. Where'd you go? Okay, so I know you can't see this in the video, but there's a doe, like right over here by the shed. The shed's lit up right here. She's walking behind the cabin now. Going into the spotlight, so let's walk around this side of the cabin and catch her in the spotlight. You can't see her.
It would just be incredible to go from winning America's Got Talent to winning America's Got Talent, the champions.
Oh, there she is. Right there.
Now, why did you want to come back and do Champions?
Well, I always love a good competition, but I miss being on NGT, and maybe having a chance to have the world champion title just seems awesome. So.
Well, look, no pressure.
Well, hey there.
First up, so let's set the standard.
Thank you.
Go get you some corn.
So Oscar, are you a little nervous to be back on AGT?
Okay, she's walked off into the dark, but she's heading out that way.
I mean, the crowd is here.
So we'll catch that on video here in just a second. Let's see if she cuts the triggers the spotlight. And she did. So I think that motion sensor has to like warm up. And then it's at its prime. So I might have been wrong when it came to that zenith motion sensor. Anyhow, very interesting. So I'm gonna go stock up on firewood. So all the deer have left and wandered off and disappeared probably 45 minutes ago. One deer sat way over here in the corner of the field. I guess she was just eating grass, but she kept choking. It was kind of crazy sounding. Anyhow, so that deer you just saw came out of the little roadway by the shed, walked behind the cabin around, and he came around here and has walked out into the road right there behind me. There she is, right there. Right there. And not alarmed at all. So back to the motion sensor. I'm really tickled. So I got the switch here and it works great. So if you watch this, I got the road, here's the switch on. Oh, that was off. On, and she's just triggered it. Off. On, triggered it. Off. So this is a good little test to see exactly how far that thing works now. So she's right there by the motion sensor, which is triggering it very well. So actually I am impressed now. But the wind's starting to pick up. The rain, after watching the weather, is going to move in at about 2 in the morning and be gone by the time we get up. But I don't want any of the spotlight cut off. She's standing right by it. Or she's like right underneath it. That's why. So it won't pick her up. She's literally feeding right at the pole that the light's on. That's crazy. So anyhow, the rain's going to move through tonight. Up there, the light just came back on. So she's triggered it. See where she's feeding? Right there. That's right where the spotlight pole is, right there. Anyhow, I'm going to stock up some firewood here on the porch so it doesn't get wet tonight. So it's going to be cold in the morning. So I'm going to get up and get a fire going, get my coffee going. I got a little bit of corn left in the bucket, so if it's not raining, I'll go put it out so they can come back in the morning to feed. And I guess that'll be that. So I'm gonna go get some firewood. Okay, well, the big doe that walked around the cabin is sitting out by the spotlight watching me, and she's eating and I'm watching her. Fire has died out. I've got firewood on the porch to stay dry so I can get a fire going in the morning, because the temperature is slowly dropping. So I'll get up in the morning and make me a pot of coffee, which is already ready. Excuse me, ready to go. And I'll have coffee and see what stirs in the morning. The chicken was amazing. The rice was okay. Teriyaki, Uncle Ben's, not so much. So I'm going to tidy up a little bit out here, bring the guns in. The truck is locked up and windows are up. Everything that can get wet is up. The shed is shut and locked. The spotlight is working great, especially with the motion sensor. And I'm going to head on inside. So we'll finish this party inside and then we'll say goodnight.
Chili's 3 for $10 makes dinner so easy. Everyone in your family is only $10. Even your kid's friend who's always around at $10 a head. Trevor can stay 3 for $10, baby bucks, baby bucks. Oh baby, 3 for $10, baby bucks, baby bucks.
Enjoy yourself. I'm pretty okay with children.
Just okay.
We're like America's biggest pet. Now we buy meat, more for your thing. That's our thing.
Dogs have evolved, but their nutritional needs remain instinctual. That's why there's Purina One True Instinct, real meat #1, a different breed of natural nutrition. Purina One True Instinct. Try Purina One True Instinct treats.
It's Macy's end-of-season mattress closeout event. Find big savings from Serta, Sealy, Beauty Rest, and more. Get Macy's Bed by Serta Queen mattresses starting at $199.